I think it depends on each person's situation. Some are very close to their families and rely on them for a piece of advice. Others are closer to their friends and turn to them each time they need advice. I personally do both, depending on the sort of advice I want to get. For example, when I'm pondering my life and career decisions, I consult my family. But if I need a work-related piece of advice, then I ask my friends who are experts in their fields. A good advisor is definitely empathetic and caring, because only when people are able to feel empathetic towards other people's problems can they give a helpful piece of advice. Moreover, a good advisor has a reputation of a trustworthy person, because before one can share information of a personal nature, they need to be sure that their advisor won't let the cat out of the bag and the information is safe with them. I think I'm lucky enough to have empathetic and trustworthy family members who are always happy to give me a hand and support with their advice. I don't think there is one true solution for everyone in this regard. Some people are very independent and they make all their decisions independently. On the other hand, there are people who are not courageous enough to put their foot down and do things in their own way. Therefore, they need to ask for advice about their decisions before they finalize them. I think I personally stand right in the middle of the two. Generally, I'm happy to make my own decisions, but if I'm struggling to make my own decision because I lack information or resources, or simply I'm not sure about the steps I need to take, I definitely ask friends or family for advice. It's hard to say because, again, people are different and their relationships inside their families are different. I think my parents' generation was more dependent on their parents' advice and opinion than my own generation. We tend to be more independent and turn to our parents for advice only as the last resort. In my own family, it's not common to ask parents for advice very often. Most of the time, my husband and I make our own decisions and just let our parents know. For example, when we were planning our wedding, my husband and I organized everything by ourselves and just informed our parents of our decision later. Yes, why not? If it's a decent piece of advice, why not? We're lucky to have access to the internet and so many resources online. Sometimes we wreck our brains trying to find the right solution, but because this problem is new to us, we don't know how to handle it. But someone in this world has already encountered this problem and successfully solved it, and can happily share their experience with us. So I think it's a good idea to ask for advice in the social media. However, it's important to take the advice with a grain of salt and check its adequacy before applying it.